You guys may remember a few weeks back, I reviewed a rather strange device, something called the Unihertz Tank, which I actually have sitting just over my shoulder here. And this is a massive smartphone, which, as you can tell by the girth of this device, do I have a normal phone near me? There's the S23 Ultra with a case on it. You can see the thickness of this device. And the reason it's so thick is because this thing has a 22,000 milliamp hour battery. This is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. This is 22,000, okay? And by virtue of that, this thing lasts days and days and days. There's a really big flashlight on the back of it. There's an IR camera. I'll put a link to my full review down below because this thing is actually really impressive. And if you're using it, if you're the target audience for this thing, it actually makes a lot of sense because you don't have to charge this thing very often at all. Why am I bringing up the Unihertz Tank at this point, well after my review? Well, because an individual on Reddit has done something very, very strange. Very, very strange indeed. Let's take a look here. Downtown Cranberry 44, implying there were 43 prior Downtown Cranberries, they created their own Unihertz Tank in a roundabout way. They took a Samsung phone, an A32 5G, and they strapped to it their own customized battery. 6 Samsung 50E cells wired in parallel to make one 30,000 milliamp hour battery. So an even larger battery by 8,000 than we have here. So that's pretty doggone ridiculous. So they made this themselves, okay? And I'm going to show you what it looked like. They linked here to an imager gallery, and this is what they came up with, okay? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to disparage your work, but you've really done something here. Okay, so here is the front of the device. Can I make this bigger? Yeah, so you can see here something going on with maybe a screen protector or something with bubbles on it, but that's the battery pack that this person made behind it. You can see here some sort of a board, some wiring being done there. Battery fully charged after 7 hours, 30,000 milliamp hours in total. Let's take a look here at that image, and you can see that it appears that they've wired in some other ports here, some USB, so they can use it as a battery bank, which is something that you can also do here. You can pop this thing open and plug it in and use it as a battery bank for other devices. They can actually charge the phone, the battery itself, with any of those ports. See, even a lightning port from Apple will apparently work. Look how thick that is. What I'm getting at here is you look at all this, and granted this is somebody made, but like as I'm looking at this, I just keep thinking to myself, why not just buy this? Why go through all this trouble? I mean, I guess your camera is going to be a bit better. Hopefully your ultra wide isn't catching this in the side. If one of these is an ultra wide camera, it's probably seeing this. You probably ruined your ultra wide, but still, like, just buy this. Just buy this thing. It's a lot thinner than that. It looks. Now back on the original post here, took around 7 hours to charge and should last more than a week on one full charge. And if you remember from my review of this thing, that's not that crazy. This thing charges faster than that, and it's going to last a similar amount of time. And you have the benefit of, if I drop this, it's probably going to dent the floor, but I don't think I'm going to be at risk of some sort of immediate chemical explosion, which I would be slightly afraid of with, I'm going to use the word monstrosity, but trust me, I mean it in the most endearing of terms, okay? When I say this is a monstrosity, I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm not sure that I mean it in a good way either, but definitely not in a bad way. Let's scroll down and read some of the comments here. The bomb has been planted. I think that's a pretty solid comment. Oh, cool. It's the Samsung C4. It does look like a brick of C4 attached to the back of it. Solid comment there as well. Good luck getting that past TSA for sure. This is pretty much where I'm at. This is preposterous, stupid, ugly, and I bleeping love it. That's pretty much where I'm at. DIY not. Can you tell that this is a slow news cycle right now that we're talking about this? It absolutely is. But at any rate, guys, I thought this was a fun little thing that I ran across on the internet, something funny to talk about. Hopefully it brightened your day and brought you some laughs and enjoyment. Hopefully you're able to enjoy it along with me. I'll drop a link to my Titan or my Tank review. This is the Unihertz Tank, not the Unihertz Titan, which is a different device. Go Titans, by the way. I'll drop a link to this review in the description down below. And I'll drop a link to that Reddit post as well if you want to go there and give them an upvote or whatever for the monstrosity that they created. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button before you leave, guys. I'll see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.